Hello everyone, I'm Rajlakshmi of First BCom from Sheshadripuram Degree College, Mysuru, and today I'm here to explain the topic You Start Dying Slowly, written by Pablo Neruda. So first of all, let us know about poet. Pablo Neruda was born on July 1904. He was a Spanish Chilean poet and a politician too. He was also known as a poet when he was 13 years old, and he also wrote variety of styles. His first articles and poems was published on Daily Lalmaning. His father worked for a railway and his mother as a teacher. He was also nominated as a presidency of Chile in 1970. Neruda received numerous prestigious awards such as International Peace Prize in 1950s and many more. Marquez also called him as the greatest poet of 20th century in any language. In 1971, he was awarded with a Nobel Prize for Literature. You Start Dying Slowly is an inspirational poem and it is easy and simple. It is written in a simple language also. And this poem gives us a central theme of powerful psychology of life and with the loving relationship of family and friends. And now I shall be reading this poem once for you all. You Start Dying Slowly by Pablo Neruda. You start dying slowly if you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself. You start dying slowly when you kill your self esteem, when you do not let others help you. You start dying slowly if you become a slave of your habits, walking every day on the same paths. If you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, or if you do not speak to those you don't know. You start dying slowly if you avoid to feel passion and their turbulent emotions, those who makes your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast. You start dying slowly if you do not change your life when you are not satisfied with your job or with your love. If you do not risk what is safe for the uncertain, if you do not go after a dream, if you do not allow yourself at least once in lifetime to run away from the sensible advice. Now let us see the line by line explanation of this poem. Here, in the first stanza, the poet tries to tell us to travel the world because that makes us to know the people around us and their culture, and we can even experience them lively. And then he tells us if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, which means he even also tells us to read books also because it enhances our knowledge, and listen to the sounds of life, which means we should actually listen to the sounds and try to respond them as much as we can. So if you do not appreciate yourself, where he also tells us to love ourselves and appreciate oneself with what we have, we should love being ourselves and we should appreciate ourselves, and we should not depend on others to appreciate us on every time. So if you won't do all these things, then we start dying slowly. Second stanza. You start dying slowly when you kill your self esteem, when you do not let others help you, which means we should be confident enough to boost up ourselves. Where, for example, instance, when we would be writing our assignments, we feel tired. You feel like, okay, let us stop here and let us continue tomorrow. And if someone else come and says that no, finish up your work today and let us play tomorrow, you get some or the other energy to keep on writing and finish off that work and move on to the other work. So as that, we should not wait for some others to come and motivate us. We should be glad enough that you could be able to motivate yourself, and should be confident enough that if you want to complete that work within that time, you have to stipulate your time and maintain those work. And also we should not be egoistic. We should also take others help also when we are in need, and be so kindful to return those favor back when they are in need. And if you are not doing these things, if you do not take help of others, or if you do not be confident enough, then you start dying slowly. Third stanza, you start dying slowly. If you become a slave of your habits, walking every day on the same paths, you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, or if you do not speak to those you don't know. Here, the poet is trying to tell us to never be a slave of our own habits because it rules upon us. Never ever walk on same paths, that is every day going to college on the same path, coming back from the same path. What does it make a difference? Nothing. So uh, keep that eagerness in you, like to choose the other way, so that encourages you, it boosts up you to get ready and go and search for the new place, new paths, and even others may follow you with the same path. If you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, if you do not speak to those you don't know, if okay, we are not a machines. We also have our own dreams. We have to follow our dreams. That is what our daily routine is. Even and then, now change your routines, follow your dreams. It is not wrong. If you do not wear different colors, what happens if you do not wear a different colors? Wearing the same old color, don't you feel bored? Try something good, something bright, something which suits you. There are different colors, you can choose any of them, but try it. Or you do not speak to those you don't know. If you stay within your limited of people, what you feel like, only those people, and only them, only those world, but outside that you have better world. So go mingle with other people also, know them, talk to them. Don't feel shy or don't feel ashamed to talking to them. It doesn't make any difference staying in between three people or four people. We should even mingle others, we should learn to be social. We are a humans, we are a rational animals, so we should even know the world better as much as we can. And if we are not doing all these works, then what happens? You start dying slowly. That is what the poet tried to tell us, is never be a slave and choose a different path with different colors and change a routine. Never be a machine and speak to the people whom you have never known. So that is what is all about of a third stanza. Fourth stanza, you start dying slowly if you avoid to feel passion and their turbulent emotions, those who make your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast. So even here, poet wants to tell us the most important thing, that is being kind, loving. That is, which means dealing with those people who are disturbed mind, going to them and making them feel happy and getting their emotions back, or turning their emotions back from their sadness to the happiness. Even that makes your eyes glisten when, for example, when you hear the story of some or the other sad stories of your friends, what you feel is like, we feel that even you have been gone through it, but actually you are not. You just feel those, and our eyes would be in tears. That is what the meaning of glisten is, which comes the tears which comes down from your eyes is known as glisten. Usually, if you observe that when you are convincing those type of people, your heart beat fast. That means you are eagerly waiting to go and help them up to feel good, to feel happy. And if you do not have those nature or passion in you to go and help them to be happy, then you start dying slowly. Stanza, you start dying slowly if you do not change your life when you are not satisfied with your job or with your love. Here, the poet says us to change our daily routine, daily lifestyle. That is, if we are not satisfied with our job or with our love, he tries to tell us that we do the same old work even if we don't have other options. So, for the money's sake, we do the same job which we had got, but we are not happy with that. Poet says that it's wrong. Go, change, search the job which makes you happier at the same time with your love also. Do not risk what is safe for the uncertain if you do not go after a dreams. Here he says that do not continue to be safe. Sometimes we have to take those risks or the uncertainties steps which is not safe for us. Maybe it may lead to the complete safe hands at the end, or it may lead to the other way of happiness. If we do not do those, we may lose those experience and the happiness which we get in that. And he says that to follow our dreams, follow our dreams. For example, I would like to quote that dreams are not those which comes in sleep, it is that which doesn't make us sleep. So make use of all the things what you have around you to reach your aims, to reach your dreams. If you do not allow yourself at least once in your lifetime to run away from this sensible advice. At last, I would like to conclude this poem where poet tries to tell us to choose different colors which suits us, to choose the different destinations which choose the different paths, and lead life to the fullest, to maximum. And if you want to change your job. If you are stressed, if you do not like your job, then change with the same thing with your love also. Then follow your dreams, never step back from your dreams. Be passionate, and we should also help others and take help from others when we are in need. And this was all about this poem, If You Start Dying Slowly. This poem also teaches us about being grateful of what we have. Thank you all.